So it looks like there's kind of a few elements to consider. There's a few ways that we could kind of go here. I want to sort of, obviously, like I mentioned earlier on, I want to make sure that whatever we're giving you right now on this call is going to be something that you can actually implement. So if I start, I don't know, rattling off 15 different lead generation strategies and 7 different things that you do in your business, it might all be great information, but we're trying to figure out what the next opportunity is for you to scale.
Okay.
So there's a couple of things that I'm looking at right now, a couple of ways. The first thing is how to actually generate more leads and more business into your accounts. Well, there's really 3 things actually. The first thing is how to actually go ahead and generate business. The second thing is how to remain top of mind with the database that you already have. And then the third thing is how to grow your database, not necessarily through lead generation, but let's say through growing your social media accounts, building your own authority, social media posts, everything like that. So I'm going to try to kind of accomplish all of those things in one go, if that's okay. I know it's ambitious, but I think as long as we streamline the process as much as possible, you'll actually be able to do at least 2 of those 3 things on this call. Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds good.
So the first thing that is fairly obvious to me that needs to happen is you need to figure out who your avatar is, figure out who you're talking to. The challenge that you're facing, I feel like right now, is that there's too many things sort of floating around. And when people talk about bad foundations and when people talk about feeling overwhelmed, usually it's a quantity thing. There's too many little bits and pieces, and that's in all aspects of your business. So you have social media that you're sort of trying to do sporadically, and then email marketing that you're sort of trying to do sporadically, and you want to talk to first-time home buyers, but also you don't want to take out investors. You want to also say, I do buying, like purchasing and listing as well. It's all over the place. And so to really streamline what your messaging is going to look like is going to do a lot for your business and, in honesty, your sanity. So I want to figure out the types of people that you enjoy working with. So you mentioned first-time home buyers is something that you really enjoy working with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the type of person that you are attracted to from a business perspective, like that you really want to work with. What's their age group? What's their goals in life? Tell me a little bit about that person. If I could snap my fingers and give you an ideal client, what would that person or what would those people look like?
So basically look like me, working moms, wives, in the ages of 30, in their 30s, with children. Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at someone right now, like a working mom and a wife of a couple of kids, let's say in their 30s. Forget about first-time home buyer temporarily. What kind of information is somebody like that looking up, either as it pertains to real estate or maybe not even as it pertains to real estate? What are their goals in life, and what value do they appreciate?
I think women in that age range are really looking for a sense of peace in life, a sense of balance, trying to balance just the work, home lifestyle, vacations. We want some sort of break at sometimes. Just something outside of what they're used to every day.
Okay, something outside of what they're used to every day. And this might seem obvious to you, but what are they used to every day?
She's working, taking care of family, cooking, cleaning, that sort of thing.
Okay. So let's say she has an hour to spare. What does she do with that hour?
On just a random day?
Sure.
I would say she will, I don't know, maybe go get a manicure, pedicure, maybe just something for herself, maybe go shopping.
Okay. Self-care. Okay, perfect. What about on a Sunday? Like, what is she doing on a Sunday with her family?
Church, a meal, family meal, and just relaxing.
Okay. So the first thing I want to do is looking at this person. Let's give her a name. Right, I could give her a name. Why don't you give this person a name? Let's pretend it's an actual individual person. What would you want to call her?
Let's call her Amanda.
Amanda. Okay, perfect. So Amanda is a 33-year-old mom of 2 kids, right? She, generally speaking, in her life, she kind of just wants peace. She wants balance in terms of work and home lifestyle. What she really wants is a vacation. She needs a break. She wants something outside of what she's normally doing every single day, which is just working hard all the time. In terms of her as a person and her value, she's very faith-driven. She's very family-oriented. So if we're looking at the types of thing that Amanda would be into, let's even think about for a moment the types of social media profiles that Amanda cares about, or which emails she actually opens. So I'm not Amanda, obviously, so this is where you'll know your demographic better than I would know your demographic. However, I would assume that Amanda would be interested in things to do with her family in the area, right? I would assume that Amanda would be into great local spots that she could go to look after for self-care, or like local great date night spots that she could go to with her husband or partner. So these are the kinds of things that Amanda's really interested in. And it works really nicely hand in hand with you being an expert of your market. So a lot of the time, people want to focus on one thing and not the other. What do I mean by that? Meaning they want to focus on either, I want to portray myself as the expert without concern about whether or not, in your case, Amanda actually cares about the information that I'm giving. Another group of people wants to say, I want to only give information that Amanda cares about without worrying about whether or not I look like the expert in anything, which is nice. It grows your audience maybe, but it doesn't really do as much for your bottom line as you would like it to. However, by being an expert in your area, you're taking care of both of those things. By offering local places for her to go for a date night, or local coupons or local events in her area, things that Amanda is interested in, you're now taking care of both of those things because you look like the person who really understands Greensville, North Carolina and surrounding areas, and you're also speaking her language.